Hello everyone and welcome back to Doki Doki Literature Club. Hopefully you've had some lunch and are ready to continue. So, I may get interrupted during this recording because I forgot to put up a sign, but we'll see. So, respecting each other and our individualities. Let's go. Even if it's difficult sometimes, and some things make us uncomfortable. After all, if I hadn't learned to embrace my own weirdness, I'd probably hate myself. I know you. I understand that. I feel that. I might be ranting a little now, but I'm glad you're a good listener. I don't need to turn off my phone. You're good at a lot of things. Writing, listening. There really aren't many people like you, Jij 2. That's exaggerating a little bit. It's just how I feel. I never thought I would feel so comfortable sharing my writing, but now I almost feel like I look forward to it. It's just a really nice feeling, and you're to thank for that. It's nothing, really. Yuri smiles sincerely at me. For just a moment, her timidness seems to almost disappear. Okay. Prez. Hi again, Jij 2. How's the writing going? Alright, I guess. I'll take that. As long as it's not going bad. I'm happy you're applying yourself. Maybe soon you'll be able to come up with a masterpiece. I wouldn't count on that. You never know. Want to share what you wrote for today? Sure. Here you go. I give my poem to Monica. Ellipses. Alright. This one's good. It feels like you're not only getting more comfortable with your style, but the imagery is better than the last one I read. Just wondering, have you been finding inspiration in Yuri's writing style? I guess so. You can't deny that she's talented. Yeah, totally. I think her poems are the most romantic. That's the best way to describe it. She's like a totally different person when she picks up a pen. I noticed that too. Or when she's talking about literature, it's like a light turns on inside of her. Sadly, it's hard to get much personal conversation out of her. Trust me, I've tried. Who knows what goes on in that head of hers? I hope you don't mean that in a bad way. No, of course not. Oh, she looks so sad. I just meant that I wish she didn't keep so much to herself. But still, defending her like that. You must be pretty into her. You completely misunderstood. That's what happened there. Calm down, I'm kidding. Oh yeah, also today I have to keep checking my phone in case my brother messages me. Okay, cool. He messaged me, but I don't need to reply immediately. Aha! Cool. Besides, I'm pretty sure she's already got a boyfriend. Wait, really? Yeah, a fictional one anyway. Monica kind of whispers that last part to me. It's just a hunch, but... Well, there's not anything wrong with that. Oh, well, I know. I was just saying. But anyway, you want to read my poem now? I like the way this one turned out, so I hope you do too. Alright, let's take a look. Save me. The colors, they won't stop. Bright, beautiful colors. Flashing, expanding, piercing. Red, green, blue. An endless cacophony of meaningless noise. The noise, it won't stop. Violent, grating waveforms. Squeaking, screeching, piercing. Sine, cosine, tangent. Like playing a chalkboard on a turntable. Like playing vinyl on a pizza crust. An endless poem of meaningless. Load me. It's even more abstract than your last one, huh? I guess it's just the way I write. I'm sorry if you don't like it. No, I never said that. It's just the kind of thing I've never really seen before, I guess. I kind of like playing with my space on the paper. Choosing where and how to space your words can totally change the mood of a poem. It's almost like magic. She looks so happy! The way I wrote the lines really short makes it feel like they're trying to speak over the noise. I see. It's still hard for me to tell what it's about, though. Sometimes asking what a poem is about isn't the right question. A poem can be as abstract as a physical expression of feeling, or a conversation with the reader. So, putting it that way, not every poem is about something. Anyway, here's Monica's writing tip of the day. Sometimes you'll find yourself facing a difficult decision. When that happens, don't forget to save your game. Yes, Monica. You never know when you might change your mind, or when something unexpected might happen. Wait, is this even about writing? What am I even talking about? That's my advice for today. Thanks for listening. BFF. Ellipses! Ooh! I like this one, Chidge, too. It has some nice feelings in it. Ah, I'm glad. Does that mean it's better than yesterday's? Let me think. I don't know. I guess I like them both. That's not very helpful, you know. Well, I'm not very good at figuring out if poems are good or bad. Oh, what's happening to my voice? But that's why I just go by my heart. If that makes me feel things, it must be a good poem. I'm not sure that's exactly how it works. I'd say that's how it works. Then again, I guess conveying feeling is a pretty important part of the whole thing. Yeah, maybe. Honestly, I don't even know what kind of writing you like in the first place. Yeah, me neither. Why don't you at least try giving it some thought? Oh, you want to write something for me? That's so sweet. Yeah, right. But you're always thinking about other people. You need to think about yourself once in a while. If you don't, you might end up getting hurt at some point. Look at that shocked face. Well, I don't really know what you mean, but I'll keep it in mind. Well, whatever. Anyway, let's see. I guess I like happy poems. Wait, sometimes I like sad poems too. Sometimes a little bit of both. There's a word for that, right? What's the word I'm looking for? Bittersweet. Yeah, I like things that are happy and things that are sad. Happy and sad? I can't see you liking something sad, Sayori. The facial change. Well, I like happy the most, but sometimes when you have a little rain cloud in your head, a sad poem can help you give the rain cloud a little hug and make a nice happy rainbow. Sayori, that's unexpectedly poetic. Eh? It is. Maybe I'm getting better expressing my feelings after all. Thanks, Chidge, too. I should go write that down then. You can read my poem now, okay? Bottles. I pop off my scalp like the lid of a cookie jar. It's the secret place where I keep all my dreams, little balls of sunshine all rubbing together like a bundle of kittens. I reach inside with my thumb and forefinger and pluck one out. It's warm and tingly, but there's no time to waste. I put it in a bottle to keep it safe. And then I put the bottle on a shelf with all the other bottles. Happy thoughts, happy thoughts, happy thoughts in bottles, all in a row. My collection makes me lots of friends, each bottle a starlight to make amends. Sometimes my friends feel a certain way, down comes a bottle to save the day. Night after night, more dreams, friend after friend, more bottles. Deeper and deeper my fingers go, like exploring a dark cave, discovering the secrets hiding in the nooks and crannies. Digging and digging, scraping and scraping. I blow dust off my bottle caps. It doesn't feel like time elapsed. My empty shelf could use some more. My friends look through my locked front door. Finally, all done, I open up, and in come my friends. In they come, in such a hurry. Do they want my bottles that much? I frantically pull them from the shelf, one after the other, holding them out to each and every friend, each and every bottle. But every time I let one go, it shatters beneath the tiles, against the tiles between my feet. Happy thoughts, happy thoughts, happy thoughts, in shards all over the floor. They were supposed to be for my friends who aren't smiling. They're all shouting, pleading, something. But all I hear is echo, 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 inside my head. Sorry if you can hear the aeroplane, by the way. Holy crap. Sayori, did you really write this? Of course I did. Didn't I tell you yesterday I was going to write the best poem ever? Yeah, but I mean, I didn't expect something like this coming from you. Monica told me a whole lot. and I've been really in touch with my feelings recently. I see that. It's almost kinda creepy. Creepy? Well, not exactly. Maybe it's because I'm used to you being so cheerful. Oh, never mind. I'm thinking too hard about it. The point is, it came out good, so you should be proud of it. Oh, thanks. I feel like I was meant to express myself this way. It even helps me understand my own feelings a little better. Writing is like magic. You've gotten pretty passionate about this, huh? I hope you keep it up. Yeah, writing's the best. I'm gonna keep writing until I die. Don't get ahead of yourself. Sayori has a habit of obsessing with something before dropping it no more than a week later. I wonder if this is one of those times, but seeing the passion in her eyes makes it hard for me to be pessimistic. Alright then. Natsuwalski. Well, I can admit that this is better than the last one. It's nice to see you putting in some effort. That's good, but I still don't like this at all. It's trying too hard to be serious. What do you mean by that? Poems don't need to be all deep sounding to express something. It's just going to sound like you're forcing it unless you really don't suck at it. Honestly, don't bother trying to write poems like this until you're on Yuri's level. Practice makes perfect, though. Natsuki stops short of all of a sudden, afraid that she has literally just complimented Yuri. Don't tell me. Eh? You're not just trying to impress Yuri, are you? What are you talking about? Keep your voice down. You know, Yuri would love this this angsty. Just because she's a talented writer doesn't mean I mean... Ugh. Looks like I'm in trouble. I somehow struck a nerve, though what I did is beyond me. I am so done with you. Natsuki shoves the poem I handed her back over to me. Take your stupid poem. If you wrote it for someone else, just don't show it to me. Ouch. This is what I get for letting a younger girl step into my business. Unless I was a mind reader, I was destined to be in a world of pain from the start. At least Natsuki wasn't really the girl I was trying to impress in the first place. Who said I was trying to impress anyone? Best girl. I don't even get to read her poem. Okay, everyone, we're all done reading each other's poems, right? I have something extra planned for today, so everyone comes to the front of the room. Is this about the festival? Well thought of. Do we really have to do something for the festival? It's not like we can put anything together in just a few days. We'll just end up embarrassing ourselves instead of getting any new members. That's a concern of mine as well. I don't really do it in the last minutes, but Don't worry so much. We're going to keep it simple, okay? We won't need much more than a few decorations. Sayori has been... sorry, I did Natsuki's accent by accident. Nah. Sayori has been working on posters and we've been designed some pamphlets we can give out during the event. Okay, that's great and all, but that doesn't tell us what we're actually going to do during the event. Ah, sorry, I thought you had heard about it already. We're going to be performing. Performing? Monica? Yeah, we're going to be having poetry performance. Each of us is going to choose a poem to recite during the event. But the cool part is, we're going to let anyone else come up and recite poems too. Sayori's putting up all the posters in case anyone wants to prepare ahead of time. Sorry, who's been colouring a poster holds it up for us to see. Are you kidding me, Monica? You didn't already start putting up the posters, did you? Well, I did. Did you really think it was a bad of an idea? Well, no. It's not a bad idea. But I didn't sign up for this, you know. There is no way I'm going to be performing in front of a group of people like that. I agree with Natsuki. I could never, in my life, do something like that. Imagining it, Yuri shakes her head in fear. Guys! No, Sayori. I understand where they're coming from. Remember that Natsuki and Yuri have never shared their poems with anyone until just a couple of days ago. It's a lot to ask for them to recite their poems out loud in a room full of people. I guess I kind of overlooked that. So, I'm sorry. Ellipses. But, I still think we should give it our best. We're the only ones responsible for the fate of this club. If we start the event and each put on a good performance, then it will inspire others to do the same. And the more people who perform, the better we'll be able to show everyone what literature is all about. Yeah! It's about expressing your feelings, being intimate with yourself, finding new horizons, and having fun. That's right. It's those reasons that we're all in this club today. Don't you want to share that with others? to inspire them to find the same feelings that brought you here in the first place. I know you do. I know we all do. And if all it takes is standing in front of the room for 2 minutes and reciting a poem, then I know you can do it. Ellipses. Natsuki and Yuri remain silent. Sayori looks worried. I guess that leaves me no choice. I agree. I don't think it's too much to ask. I think that Sayori and Monica have been trying really hard to get new members. The least we could do is help them out a little bit. Well, maybe, but... Ellipses. Doesn't look like Natsuki has any arguments left. Ugh. Okay, fine. I guess I'll have to get it over with. Alright! Phew. Thanks, Natsuki. What about you, Yuri? Ellipses. Yuri dejectedly glanced at everyone's faces. Sigh. I guess I don't really have a choice. That's everyone! You're the best, Yuri. This club is seriously going to be the death of me. Oh, goth. Oh, goth. You'll be fine, Yuri. Accents. This is tough. But anyway, let's move on to the main event. I want each of you to choose a poem of yours. We're going to practice reciting them in front of each other. No way. Monica, is this too sudden? Well, if you can't recite your poem in front of the club, then how do you expect to do it in front of strangers? Oh no. Don't worry. Well, I'll start off to help everyone feel a little more comfortable. Can I do this? Of course. Now, let's see. Monica flips through her notebook to a specific poem she has in mind for herself, then she stands up at the podium. The title of this poem is The Way They Fly. Monica begins reciting her poem. Her clear, confident voice fills the room. More than that, her inflection is pristine. She knows exactly how to apply emotion behind each line she recites, bringing the words to life. Is this something she's done before, or is she simply a natural? I glance around me. Everyone has their eyes on Monica. Sayori looks amazed. Yuri has an intense expression on her face that I don't understand. Finally, Monica feels the recitation. The four of us applaud. Monica takes a breath and smiles. That was good, Monica! Thank you very much. I was hoping to set a good example. Are you ready to go next, Sayori? I'll go next. Yuri is fired up all of a sudden! Yuri clutches a sheet of paper between her hands and stands up. Keeping her head down, she walks quietly over to the podium. This poem is called... Yuri anxiously glances at each of us. You can do it, Yuri! It's called After Image of a Crimson Eye. Yuri's voice shakes. She starts reading the poem. Just a moment ago, she practically refused to do this. Why is she so suddenly putting in so much effort? As Yuri gets past the first couple of lines, her voice changes. It's almost as if what's happened to Yuri when she gets absorbed into her books. Her quivering words transform into sharp syllables of fierce and confident woman. The poem is full of twists and turns in its structures. She enunciates with perfect timing. This must be a rare glimpse into the whirling fire Yuri keeps concealed inside of her head. Suddenly, she's finished. Everyone is stunned. Yuri snaps back to reality and glances around her as if she's bewildered even herself. It's up to me to save this situation. I'm the first to start applauding. Everyone joins me afterwards, and we give Yuri the recognition she deserves. It's not that we didn't want to applaud her, but we were caught so off guard that we must have forgotten. As we applaud, Yuri holds the poem to her chest and rushes back to her seat. Yuri, that was really good. Thank you for sharing. Ellipses. Looks like Yuri is down for the count. Okay! I guess I'm next then. Sayori hops out of her chair and walks cheerfully to the podium. This one's called My Meadow. Sorry, I giggled. Sayori. It's a lot harder than I thought. How do you guys do it so easily? Try not to think about you reciting it to other people. Imagine you're reciting it to yourself, like in front of the mirror or in your own head. It's your poem, so it'll come out best that way. I see. Okay then. Sayori begins her poem. Somehow it feels like her soft voice was made as a perfect match. The poem isn't aimlessly cheery like Sayori is. It's serene and bittersweet. If I were to read this on paper, I probably wouldn't think much of it, but hearing it come from Sayori's voice almost gives it a whole new meaning. Maybe this is what Sayori meant when she said she likes my poems. It's like I get to reach more deeply into someone I thought I knew through and through. Sayori finishes and we applaud. I did it! Good job, Sayori. Even Jidge too liked it. I guess that's a good sign. What does that even mean? It came out nicely, Sayori. The atmosphere of your poem fits you really nicely, but it might be that other poems wouldn't work quite so well with the same kind of delivery. Huh? I don't really understand. In other words, I've seen poems of yours with a sort of gentle delivery like that wouldn't work. They need a little more force behind them, depending on what you're reading. Oh, I know what you mean. Well, I've been practicing that kind of thing. It's just embarrassing to do in front of everyone. Then next time I'm going to make you pick a poem that challenges you a little more. We don't have much time before the festival, you know. Okay! Now who's next? Natsuki? Don't make me go before Judge 2. It's not like I compare to you guys anyway. Might as well let Judge 2 lower everyone's standards a little before I have to do it. Natsuki! It's fine, it's fine. I might as well get it over with. But it's not like I have much of a selection of what to read. I'll just have to go with what I wrote for today. I stand up and step in front of the podium. Everyone has their eyes on me, making me feel terribly awkward. I recite my poem. Since I'm not exactly confident in my own writing, it's hard to put energy into it. Despite that, once I finish, I receive applause anyway. Sorry I'm not really as good as everyone else. Don't worry about it so much. I think it's less about your ability than more about your lack of confidence in your writing. It's something that'll improve over time though. Yeah, maybe. Alright then. That just leaves you, Natsuki. Yeah. I'm going. Natsuki begrudgingly gets out of her seat and makes her way to the podium. The poem is called... Why are you all looking at me? Because you're presenting. Anyway, the poem is called Jump! Natsuki takes breath. Once she starts reciting her poem, her sour attitude disappears a little. While she's still unenthused, her poem has rhythm and rhyme to it. Bobsleigh time. It's Natsuki's trademark style, and it works surprisingly well when spoken aloud. The words feel like they bounce up and down as if giving life to the poem. Natsuki finishes and everyone applauds. She huffs back to her seat. That wasn't so bad, was it? Easy for you to say. You'd better not make me do that again. Well, do you at least feel prepared to recite a poem in front of other people? I mean, doing it in front of other people would be way easier. I can put on whatever face I want for other people, but when it's just my friends, it's just embarrassing. That's a surprise, Natsuki. I thought it would be the other way around for me. Well, that's just how it is, so... Well, I guess in that case you won't have much to worry about for the festival. That said, I want to thank everyone for coming through. It might be hard, but I hope that you all have an idea of what it's like now. Make sure you pick a poem and get enough practice before the festival, okay? I'll be making pamphlets, so let me know ahead of time what you'll be reciting. Jeez, I should probably find some other poem to recite instead. That's fine too, it doesn't have to be your own. I'm already pleasantly surprised you're putting in all this effort for the club. It makes me really happy. Yeah, no problem. Okay everyone, I think that's about it for today. I know the festival is coming up, but let's try write poems for tomorrow as well. It's been working out really nicely so far, so I'd like to continue that. As for the festival, we'll finish planning tomorrow, and then we'll have the weekend to prepare. Monday's the big day. I can't wait! I can do this. I can do this! Alright. I stand up. There's no way I'll be able to find the same enthusiasm as Sayori and Monica, but I'll give it my best to get through. It's for the sake of the club, and impressing Monica. Then I'll have to do my best. Ready to go, Sayori? Yep! Look at you two, always going home together like that. It's kind of adorable, isn't it? Jeez, guys, don't make such a big deal out of it. It must be nice though. Well, how am I supposed to respond to that? It's okay, Judge 2. You don't have to say it. Whatever, let's go already. Right, I am gonna go put that sign up, so prepare for a jump cut. And I'm back. Whew. Okay. I walk home with Sayori once more. Even though it's only been a few days, a lot of things have happened and changed. But today Sayori is being a little quieter than usual on the way home. Hey, Sayori. Ellipses. Sorry, I was spacing out. No wonder. I was thinking about something from earlier. I like how we get to, Sayori fumbles with her words. So let's just say one day Yuri asked to walk home with you. Huh? What would you do? What kind of question is that? You're kind of putting me on the spot here. I'd still walk home with Sayori, because we live next to each other anyway. but, like, if Yuri wanted to come round, then, you know, we could walk home all together, you know. Sayori, you really think I'd ditch you for Yuri? But she's so beautiful and smart. Jeez. I already see her in the club every day. Besides, you always seem to really like going home together. I just wouldn't want to ruin that for you. You're so silly, Jidge, too. You think about me too much sometimes. Yuri would deserve it if she wanted it, so... Sayori, I've already made up my mind. I really can't figure out sometimes. Sorry. Besides, what's the point in speculating about something that's never gonna happen? The conversation trails off. It's kind of weird for Sayori to care about so much, but I want to respect her and keep her happy too. Then again, the festival's only a few days away. Who knows what'll happen in that time. Friends before getting one's genital area moistened. So, unrestrained, after image, parfait? No, let's not go with parfait. Let's go with dream. Effulgent. Gotta keep effulgent in every poem. Infallible. Tenacious. All of the same words we do every time. Desire. Incapable. Vitality. Suicide. Vertigo. Extreme depression is uncanny in this universe. Giggle. Unrequited. God damn it. Throb. Uncontrollable. Imagination. Precious. Damn it, Sayori. What are you doing, girl? Massacre. Meager. Vivacious. Grief. Unending. So that's mostly Yuri again. Good. Oh man, I'm the last one here again. Don't worry, I just walked in too. Were you practicing piano again? Yeah. You must have a lot of determination, just like that one chick from Undertale. Starting this club and now picking up piano. Well, maybe not determination, but I get the passion. I remember that the club wouldn't be here if it wasn't for all of you. And I'm super happy that you're willing to help me out with the festival too. Oh, I can't wait for the festival. It's gonna be great. Huh? Weren't you complaining about it just yesterday, Natsuki? Well, yeah. But I'm not talking about our part of the festival. It's the whole day of the school where we get to play and eat all delicious kinds of food. You sound a bit like Sayori all of a sudden. Monica, do they usually have fried squid? Squid? That's a pretty specific thing to look forward to. Oh, come on. Are you saying you don't like squid? You, of all people? Why would she like squid, specifically? I didn't say I don't like it. Besides, what do you mean, you of all people? Because it's right in your name. Monica. Oh, that's probably a Japanese thing. That's not how you say my name at all. Also, that joke makes no sense in translation. Ha! Meta jokes. Never mind. Let's just focus on our own event for now, okay? Fine. Your reaction's not as fun as Yuri's or Sayori's anyway. Excuse me. Where is Sayori anyway? Oh, there you are. Sayori is sitting at a desk in the corner of the room looking down at nothing. I walk over to her. Hey, Sayori. I wave my hand in front of her face. Huh? You're spacing out again. Sorry. Don't mind me. You can go talk to everyone else. Huh? Is everything alright? Of course. Why wouldn't it be? It just feels like you're a little off. Sorry for assuming things. Jeez, you worry too much about me. I'm fine, see? Sayori shows me a big smile. Don't let me distract you from having fun with everyone. Well, alright. If you say so. I worriedly glance at Sayori before turning back towards everyone else, but the conversation's already dispersed with everyone back at their usual activities. Maybe you should ask Monica if she's noticed anything about Sayori recently. Since they've been preparing for the festival, they must be spending a lot of time together. I timidly approach Monica, who's shuffling through some papers at her desk. Jidge 2, what's up? Hey, this might sound a little strange, but have you noticed anything up with Sayori recently? Anything up with her? In what way do you mean? Well, maybe I'm reading too much into it, but it seems she's a bit downcast today. Oh, you think so? I can't say I've noticed anything about her. Monica peers across the room at Sayori, who's idly dragging a rubber eraser up and down her desk. Maybe there's something on her mind. But I'm surprised I'm surprised I'm the one asking you, Doki. You certainly know her a lot better than I do. Yeah, but she's never really like this. She's always talked to me about things that bothered her. But this time when I asked, she was really dismissive. Sorry, I know it's not your problem. I just wanted to ask if you knew anything, so I'll drop it now. No. It's important to me too. I mean, I'm also friends with her, and I also care about the well-being of my club members, you know? Maybe I'll try talking to her myself. Huh? Are you sure about that? She seemed like she wanted to be left alone. Are you sure? Maybe she just has a hard time bringing it up with a person of interest. Person of interest? What do you mean by that? I'm saying that maybe the thing on her mind is you, Doki. Me? How on earth would you come to that conclusion? Well, I probably didn't shade too much, but Sayori talks about you more than anyone else. Anything else, you know? Huh? She's been much happier ever since you've joined the club. It's like an extra like of turning on inside of her. What? No way. Sayori is always like that. She's always been so full of sunshine. It's not any different now than it's always been. You're so funny, Doki. Have you thought that maybe you've only seen her as so cheerful, because that's just how she is when she's around you? Ellipses. I said too much. I'm sorry. What do I know anyway? I didn't mean to jump to conclusions, so you should just forget about what I said. I'll try talking to her, so try not to think about it for now. Alright. Monica smiles meaningfully. I know that she said to forget about it, but I already know that I won't be able to get her words out of my head. Monica stands up from the desk and walks across the room to where Sayori is sitting. I watch her kneel down next to Sayori and gently talk to her, but she's keeping her voice so quiet that I can't hear her from here. I sigh and sit down myself. I know Sayori told me not to worry about her and have fun with everyone else, but that's impossible to do when she's behaving like this. Exactly how much do I care about her that I'm laying this weight down on me so much? Feels like now I'm the one behaving out of the ordinary. But there's nothing I can do besides wait for Monica. Why does it feel like I'm being watched? I glance around the room. Suddenly, Yuri peers at me from over her book, but she looks away just as quickly with a flustered look on her face. I realise that she won't get anywhere like this. I've never seen Yuri approach anyone or start a conversation on her own accord, so I have no choice but to approach her myself. By now, it's a little easier for me to do that. I stand up from my desk and sit in the one next to her own. Ellipses. I didn't mean to bother you or anything. Relax, you didn't even do anything. But I could tell that you wanted to be alone with your thoughts. Alone with my thoughts? How are you even able to tell I was thinking like that? Well, it's something that I do a lot, so it wasn't that hard for me to spot based on your posture and expression. Not that I was staring or anything. I don't do anything creepy like that. In any case, I guess you were right. I'm sorry if I caused you any concern. Don't apologize. Your troubles are the only concern of those willing to share that concern. Of course, there are certainly those who find themselves comfort in keeping to themselves, but if you prefer to share what's on your mind, then I would be glad to listen. It's really not that big of a deal. I was just feeling a bit uneasy about Sayori. Sayori? Yeah, she seems a little off today, but when I asked her about it, she didn't want to admit it to me. So I can't help but wonder if anything has happened to her. Oh, that's quite romantic. So sorry. I didn't mean to say something stupid. It's not that. I just didn't want you to misunderstand. Sayori and I have just been friends for a long time, that's all. I see. Then perhaps it's unusual for her to be dismissive to you about her feelings. Or maybe I'm just reading a little too far into it. Doki. The world is full of meaning, often hidden deep beneath plain sight. And there are many untold mysteries behind every person, so no matter how well you may know them. So do you think there may be something behind it after all? I think that Sayori is a very complex person. Her mannerisms on the outside don't always match what's going on inside of her head, and she may not always know what she wants. I noticed her strange behaviour today too, and I also feel some concern for her, but in your case it looked like she was fully occupying your thoughts, wasn't she? Well, I guess that was the case. Sayori, she really means a lot to you, doesn't she? I guess. But you don't need to put it that way. We're just good friends, that's all. Ellipses. Yuri-san looks deeply into my eyes. Her expression is gentle and curious, as if she was searching for something. Embarrassed, I avert my gaze. Sometimes, a person's mysteries are untold even to themselves. And you, as someone honest and caring, may discover feelings you weren't aware of in you. That is, I think that she would be a very fortunate person to have you feel that way about her. Yuri, you're giving me too much credit. I'm a pretty simple guy, so I think I'm pretty good at understanding my own feelings. I'm not nearly as sophisticated as you. That's not a compliment, is it? It is what it is. Anyway, as long as we're here, why don't we do some reading? Well, as long as you're okay with it. Yeah, I should be taking my mind off this whole thing anyway. Okay, everyone. After some time passes, Monica calls out to the club room. Why don't we share our poems now? Before I know everything is back to normal, everyone goes to retrieve their poems, and I do the same. I make eye contact with Monica, and she smiles at me. I wonder what she was talking about with Sayori. Obviously, we're gonna go check on our best friend before going to the best girl today, because she is our best friend. Ellipses. It's nice, I guess. Come on, I can already tell you don't like it. Well, you don't need to worry about what I think. After all, you wrote this for someone else, didn't you? Probably Yuri. Huh? I didn't write this for anyone specifically. Maybe. That's not really what I meant, though. But it's okay. You're making new friends, just like I was hoping. That makes me really happy. And you're happy too, right? In this club? Well, of course I am. Good. That's all that matters to me. Thank you, Jidge, too. Sayori, is there something wrong? Huh? No, nothing. I'm just a little tired today. Alright. Just tell me if you need anything. I will. Don't worry about me, okay? You can go play with everyone else now. If you insist. Yay! I'ma go home a little bit early today. Sayori? Tell Monica I wasn't feeling well, okay? I'll see you tomorrow. Before I can say anything else, Sayori cheerfully walks out of the classroom humming to herself. Dun dun dun. Best girl. Ellipses. Judge 2, your writing has only improved in these last few days. Every poem you've shown me is nothing short of spectacular. I can really feel the emotions. I'm a little envious even. I don't think it ever came to me this naturally. Yuri, that's the wrong way to put it. This never did come naturally to me. I've only been able to improve so much thanks to you. You're really the example I was chasing after. Is that so? Yuri gently smiles to herself. This feeling, I'm so glad I got the chance to share my writing. I never thought it would feel like this. I remember you mentioning that yesterday. I can't believe you're so good at something and you've never even shared it with someone. It's kind of a shame. Maybe, but it's not like I really had a choice. What do you mean? Well, Yuri smiles sadly. Judge 2, during lunchtime I eat by myself. Did you know that? It's great to find a quiet spot and do some reading. In fact, I always have some books with me. You could say I really enjoy reading. Well, that's one way to put it anyway, but books are so full of amazing and inspiring people. People you want to fall in love with. Or people you just know you would make a really good friend. Cheerful people who always put a smile on your face, or deep thinkers and problem solvers who discover mysteries of life. So, when you look at it that way, I'm surrounded by friends every day. You know? And those friends don't laugh at me. They don't tease me for spacing out all the time. They don't make fun of my body type. And they don't hate me for acting like an know-it-all. People say that about you? I'm not a know-it-all, Judge 2. It's the opposite. I don't know anything. I don't know how to talk to people. I don't know how to make people see me as normal. I don't even know how to make myself happy. I have all these feelings, and all I can do with them is read and write. But it wasn't until now that I started sharing it with you that I really understood what I was missing all this time. But I really haven't done anything. No, that's wrong. Just being patient and respectful. That's really important to me. I know I'm a difficult person, Judge 2. I speak too slowly. I second-guess myself all the time. I read too deeply into things, but every time, you've always treated me just like anyone else. It's so rare to feel comfortable with myself when I talk to others, but that's why every time I talk to you, I just feel really happy. I see. Well, I treat you how you deserve to be treated, Yuri. And if other people didn't see it that way, then screw them. I mean, I joined this club hoping I'd make friends, and I would say I'd have had at least one success, wouldn't you? If you put it that way, yeah. We really are friends now, aren't we? Yuri puts her head in her hands, but this time she's smiling as she does it. Adorable. Do you want to show me your poem? Yeah, I do. Let me get it for you. Ghost Under the Light Part 2, everybody! The tendrils of my hair illuminate beneath the amber glow. Bathing. In the distance, a blue-green light flickers. A lone figure crosses its path, a silhouette obstructing the eerie glow. My heart pounds, the silhouette grows. Closer, closer. I open my umbrella, casting a shadow to shield me from visibility. But I am too late. He steps into the streetlight, and I gasp and drop my umbrella. The light flickers, my heart is pounding. He raises his arm. Time stops. The only indication of movement is the amber light flickering against his outstretched arm. The flickering light is in rhythm with the pounding of my heart, teasing me for succumbing to this forbidden emotion. Have you ever heard of a ghost feeling warmth before? Giving up on understanding, I laugh. Understanding is overrated. I touch his hand. The flickering stops. Ghosts are blue-green. My heart is amber. Finishing the poem, I hand it back to Yuri. Instead of taking it from me, she looks away. Ellipses. Do you dislike it? No, of course not. I just don't really know how I should respond. Yuri's poem. Despite Yuri's poems usually being cryptic, it wasn't hard to figure out what this one was about. I don't know if I'll be able to explain this one. That's fine. I understand this one. Ellipses. Yuri's having an even harder time speaking than usual. Does this one mean a lot to you? Yuri nods. I'm not really good with words, but I'm happy that you shared it with me. So thank you. And I hope we keep spending time together. Despite my inability to make eye contact, I see a faint smile emerge on Yuri's lips. I once again try to hand the poem back to her, but instead Yuri gently takes my hands and pushes them back towards me. I hesitate in response to her warm touch. You can, the poem is... Once again, Yuri fails to form a complete sentence. You mean I can keep it? Yuri nods. I'd love to. Again, Yuri faintly smiles, as if she doesn't want me to notice. You always make me feel nice. I know I'm not good with people, but I hope that I can return the favor sometimes. Yeah, don't worry. I think you do a good job. Finally, Yuri turns back towards me. I guess we should move on before Monica says something, but I'm sure we can talk again later. Yeah, I'm sure we will. With that, Yuri timidly smiles at me as I return to my seat so I can put her poem away. Club Prez, we've got to talk about Sayori. Hi, Jidge 2. Have you thought about what you want to perform at the festival? Well, being in this club is one thing, but performing in front of a bunch of people, I'll have to give it some more thought. Okay, no pressure, but whatever you do, I'm sure it'll turn out great. It would also make me happy to see. Anyway, let's take a look at today's poem. Sure. I let Monica take the poem I'm holding in my hands. A lip thief. Your style's gotten so refined, Jidge 2. Yuri's been teaching you a lot of things, hasn't she? Holy hell, her fingers look so claw-like. Like, I know it's just the lighting, but jeez. Oof. Well, I guess so. Yeah, I've been noticing how much time you spend with her. I think I've heard her say more words these past couple days than she's talked in the whole year. Not sure how you did it, but it's pretty impressive. Well, she just needs some patience and a way to talk about all the things in her head, I guess. I'm still getting the hang of it myself. You're certainly putting in a lot of effort. You must really like her. That's... It's awfully suspicious, you know. Spending time with her in the club room every day, reading that edgy novel with her. Well, I just feel bad she has a hard time socializing and makes me want to make sure she doesn't spend all of her time alone. Besides, the novel isn't too bad either, you know. Alright. I get you. Just be careful, alright? I know that Yuri isn't used to opening herself up, so if something bad happens while she's vulnerable, then it could be really hard for her. Her books aren't a total escape from reality. They're just a bandage. You say that like I'm going to hurt her. Sorry, I didn't really mean that. If anything, she might accidentally hurt herself. Anyway, I'll share my poem with you now, alright? Alright. The Lady Who Knows Everything. An old tale tells a lady who wanders earth. The lady who knows everything. A beautiful lady who has found every answer, all meaning, all purpose, all that was ever sought. And here I am, a feather, lost adrift the sky, victim of the currents of the wind. Day after day I search with little hope, knowing legends don't exist. But when all else has failed me, when all others have turned away, the legend is all that remains, the last dim star glimmering in the twilight sky, until one day the wind ceases to blow. I fall, and I fall and fall, and fall even more, gentle as a feather, a dry quill, expressionless. But a hand catches me between thumb and forefinger, the hand of a beautiful lady. I look at her eyes, and find no end to her gaze. The lady who knows everything knows what I'm thinking. Before I can speak, she responds in a hollow voice. I have found every answer, all of which amount to nothing. There is no meaning, there is no purpose. We seek only the impossible. I am not your legend. Your legend does not exist. And with a breath, she blows me back afloat, and I pick up a gust of wind. You know, I feel like learning and looking forward to answers is sort of the same things that give meaning to life. Not to get too philosophical or anything, but it was kind of on my mind, so that's what I wrote about. I see. Well, I never really put much thought into it. In a way, it's almost paradoxical, because if we all had all the answers, the world would start to lose meaning. You know, there's one thing I noticed. It seems like everyone in the clubs prefer writing about things that are more sad than happy. Are you surprised? I mean, if everything was okay, we wouldn't really have anything to write about, would we? Humans aren't two-dimensional creatures. You are. I think you'd know that better than anyone. Foreshadowing. You mean one-dimensional? Hey, she's like, oh god, script. Oh, why? Yeah, that. Anyway, here's Monica's writing tip of the day. Let's save. No one, Monica, no one, Yuri. Oh man, there's more Monicas than there are Yuris right now. Are you ever too shy to share your writing because you're afraid it's not that good? It can be really disheartening to get a lukewarm response to something you put so much into. But if you find other people who enjoy your writing, then sharing becomes a lot easier, because instead of just telling you if your writing is good or bad, they'll want to focus more on everything that went into it and the things that you can work on. It's that much more encouraging that way, and it'll make you want to continue improving. It's almost like having your own little literary club, don't you think? That's my advice for today. Thanks for listening. Natsuki. Yep. No thanks. You didn't even... Next. Rude. Okay, you three. We're done sharing poems, right? Why don't we start figuring out... Hold on a second. Is it just me, or did you say something strange just now? Eh? Something did sound a bit unusual. That's right. You deviated from usual catchphrase when addressing the club. Catchphrase? I don't have a catchphrase. Jeez. Why is the mood so weird today? Oh god. Jeez, why is the mood so weird today? Look, even Yuri isn't immune to it. Stagnating air is common foreshadowing of something terrible is about to happen. In your books, maybe. Look, the only thing that's different is the Sayori isn't here. It seems you're right. Sayori always helps lighten the mood a little bit, doesn't she? It's almost like everyone's balance is thrown off when she's not around. Where the heck did she run off to anyway? I thought she just went to pee. Natsuki, please show some decency. Oh, come on. Actually, she wasn't feeling too well and went home early. Is that so? I hope she's alright. Seriously? Of all the times not to go home with her, you pick the time she's not feeling well. So much for you two being all lovey-dovey. No, first of all, stop misunderstanding my friendship with Sayori, and second, she's kind of been avoiding me today, so I didn't want to force it. Oh, that's a curious expression coming from Yuri of all people. Calm down, guys. I talked to her earlier and everything is fine. What did she say? Anyway, we need to figure out what the rest of the festival's preparations are. So, let's decide what everyone will be doing this weekend. I already know what I'm doing. That's right, Natsuki will be making cupcakes. But we might need a lot of them, and different flavors. Can you handle that by yourself, Natsuki? Challenge accepted. As for myself, I'm going to be printing and assembling all the poetry pamphlets, so will be helping me design them. And as for Yuri can, guys, can you help me come up with something for Yuri? I'm useless. No, that's not it at all. You're the most talented person here, you know. Now Natsuki's found it too. Jeez, even I can tell now. I guess I never gave Sayori enough credit, but I can tell things are even harder on you when she's not around. Yeah, that may be the case. But if I can't be a leader on my own, then I can't grow as a person. So Yuri, you have beautiful handwriting, you know. You should make some banners and decorations to help set the atmosphere. Atmosphere? About that. I love atmosphere. Yuri's expression suddenly changes, stares at her desk with focus, starts nodding to herself. Your mind is already racing, I see. That's great. You'll be wonderful help, Yuri. But anyway, that just leaves you, Judge 2. I'm the one who's truly useless. Don't say that. In fact, both Natsuki and Yuri have some pretty heavy tasks to handle. It'd probably go a long way to give one of them a hand. You could always help me out as well. I would be really appreciative of that. That's... sorry. Is Monica suggesting I spend all weekend with one of my club members? How on earth are they going to respond to a suggestion like that? I suppose I wouldn't mind a bit of help. Well, even if you don't know how to bake, there's always some dirty work I could give you. It's not like Monica's going to give me a choice, and you shouldn't be sitting on your butt anyway. Natsuki tries to mumble a bunch of excuses like that. If I recall, Natsuki, you mentioned that you would like to handle baking on your own. Judge 2 may not like to be around if you make him be a nuisance. So therefore, he may be more suited to assisting with the decorations. Hold on, I never said that. How hard could it be to make a few decorations anyway? Sounds like more you're just making excuses for Judge 2 to... What are you saying? It will be extremely meticulous work. And baking isn't. Just what do you think? Guys, let's settle down for a moment. In the end, it's up to Judge 2 to decide who would like to contribute. Besides, he hasn't really gotten a chance to spend any time with me yet, you know? So I'm sure he's interested in. You literally just said. I'm surprised as well. Sorry. I was just saying, though. Jeez. Can we just settle this already? Yeah. Judge 2, you're okay with this, right? In the end, it's up to you. Oof. Very well. In that case, everyone looks straight at me. I mean, if it's going to be anyone, then I prefer helping Sayori. I mean, we're already neighbours, But Monica said Sayori was helping her. Jeez, do you really hate us that much? No. Sorry, I didn't mean for this to be this difficult. Well, I'll probably be most helpful helping Yuri. Me? Are you serious? Why would you? Natsuki, I can already tell you're about to say something mean. No. I was just saying that... So you'll be helping Yuri then, Judge 2? Yeah. That's what I'm gonna do. I'm glad. I have a bad habit of overthinking these sorts of things, so your assistance will be very useful. That's great to hear. Natsuki, will you be able to handle the baking by yourself? I mean, yeah, I already said I would be fine. Okay. Everyone can tell Natsuki is feeling a little sour. So, is that everything we need to go over? Yeah, that should be about it. Are you guys excited? Well, excited might not be the right word, but I suppose I'm looking forward to it a little bit. Do you feel the same way Judge 2? Me? I guess you could say I'm interested to see how it'll turn out. That's good ellipses. For me. What about you, Natsuki? Ellipses. Natsuki. What? Why is everyone yelling at me? I didn't even do anything.
No, that's not what he meant at all.
Yuri anxiously glances between everyone in the room.
I'm sorry for this. I don't really know why Judge 2 picked me. And also, your cupcakes are the best cupcakes I've ever had. They go really well with my tea, and nothing that I do for the event will compare to that, so...
I get it. I'm kinda surprised though.
Why?
Well, I'm the one who's acting immature. I already know that. But you're trying to cheer me up all of a sudden.
I know, I'm not very good at it. I'm sorry if I said something bad.
Natsuki isn't the only one surprised. Monica and I are also taken back by Yuri's words. When she already has trouble with words, trying to cheer someone up must be far out of her comfort zone. But I begin to understand. Yuri is trying to sound like Sayori. Even if it didn't work perfectly, I can tell that you tried to say something Sayori would say at a time like this, because Sayori always helps everyone smile and feel good about themselves.
Nope.
I kinda appreciated it. Sorry for making a big deal out of nothing, but I'm gonna say this. You'd better bet my cupcakes are gonna be the best part of the whole event.
Yeah, I believe you.
Yeah, I hope to see everyone do their best. But with that, there's nothing more for today. So, I guess it's time for us to head out. Alright, let's get out of here then. Everyone packs up their things. I start following Monica and Natsuki out as they chat with each other. Yeah? Another best girl save time. 2. It's the same save spot, but best girl needs more save spaces. I turn around.
So sorry. I realized I don't have any way of contacting you this weekend.
Oh, you're right. I can't believe that slipped my mind. Should I give you my phone number?
I think that would be the best way, yes.
Alright then. You and I exchange phone numbers.
Okay. Then I'll be stopping by your house on Sunday. My house? Is that a problem? No, not at all.
No, not at all. I just thought that I would be the one going to your house since I'm the one helping you.
I suppose that makes sense. But if you don't mind, I think I'd prefer going to your house.
Alright, in that case it won't be a problem. I decided not to press Yuri for a reason. It's not like it should matter much either way, I'll just need to make sure my room is clean.
I hope I managed to make myself useful in some way.
I'm not nearly as creative as you are. Don't underestimate yourself, Judge 2. I think that we'll make a very productive team. Even if you only chose me because you felt bad or something. Wait, you don't actually think that, do you?
Ellipses. I don't know. It's difficult to come up with any other reason you might have chosen me.
You're forgetting one reason with the most common sense. I chose to help you because that's what I want to do. But Yuri thinks to herself with an extremely tense expression. Yuri, you're overthinking this. You wanted me to point out when you're overthinking, right?
I didn't realize.
I'm just telling you, I want to. That's all there is to it. Do you believe me? Yuri thinks really hard again. She looks straight into my eyes for a long while.
I believe you.
As if it took her extremely tremendous effort, Yuri managed to finally say that and relaxes her expression.
And I'm really looking forward to Sunday.
Yeah, I am too. After that exchange, I make my way out of the door and Yuri follows.
I can't believe this. Yuri's going to be coming to my house on Sunday. Even though I would have preferred to do this with Sayori, my anxiety still shoots through the roof. I guess I've got pretty used to handling her at this point, but I guess who knows what might happen when we're outside of school. She even told me she was looking forward to it.
I shake my head. Why do I feel nervous that Sayori finds out about this? It's not like we feel that way about each other. Besides, Monica said this about the club. I have nothing to worry about. If I just go with it, then I'll have a good time.
Yeah!
It's already Sunday. I've been getting increasing anxiety about Yuri's upcoming visit. I keep telling myself there's no reason to be nervous, but it didn't help much. Yuri is clearly an introvert, but also an intimate person in general, so there's no doubt she'll open up a little bit when she's just the two of us. Meanwhile, we're texting constantly. She's extremely apprehensive at first, but it wasn't long before I already was learning more about her. But putting Yuri aside, I haven't heard anything from Sayori since she left the club early the other day. It's not like we text each other all the time or anything, but I've been worried about her in the back of my mind. Between what Sayori said and what Monica said, is it really okay for me to put Sayori's feelings aside when she might need me? So I decide to visit Sayori before Yuri comes over. Rather than asking, I simply tell her I'm coming over, much like we've done in the past. Once we reach Yuri's house, I knock on the door before entering myself. A game we used to play so often that I made a habit of simply entering each other's houses like we were family.
The house is quiet. Sayori isn't anywhere on the first floor, so assuming she's up in her room. It's already strange of her to not run down and greet me. I head up to her bedroom when I finally find her. Sayori? Hi, Jidge 2. I sit down in her room. Sayori forces a smile, but it's easy to tell that she's different. There's a minute of silence between us. You haven't come over like this in a long time, have you? I guess you're right. It has been a long time. Not much has really changed, has it? Sayori's room is messy as it's always been. I also recognize some of the stuffed animals and wall decorations she's had for years now. If you came over more often, it wouldn't be such a mess. That's because I end up cleaning for you. How come you suddenly wanted to come over today? Weren't you supposed to see Yuri today? Yeah, but wait, how did you know about that? Sayori had already left by the time we decided the last meeting. Monica told me. It's only natural to keep me informed about the festival prep, right? That's true. But what about you? Aren't you going to be helping Monica today? Of course, but I'm just helping her online. We didn't actually plan to meet up or anything. So it's just me and Yuri then? Yep. There's more silence between us. Sayori stares in a random direction. Everything about her behaviour is really uncharacteristic. I finally get to the point. I just wanted to see how you were doing after you left on Friday. When something's wrong, you can't hide it from me. I know you too well, so... Sayori smiles, shaking her head. That's no good, Jidge 2. Huh? Why can't it just be like it's always been? This is all my fault. If I didn't get so weak and accidentally express my feelings, if I didn't make that stupid mistake, then you wouldn't have been worried about me at all. You wouldn't have come here, you wouldn't have even been thinking about me right now. But this is just my punishment, right? I'm getting punished for being so selfish. I think that's what the world decided to have you come over today. It just wants to torture me. Sayori. I grab Sayori by the shoulders. What on earth are you saying? Are you listening to yourself right now? I know something's happened to you. There's no explanation for you to be like this, so tell me already. Until I know, I won't be able to stop thinking about it. Sayori gives me an empty smile. You really put me in a trap, Jidge 2. Ooh. But you're wrong. Nothing happened to me. I've always been like this. You're just seeing it for the first time. Seeing what? What are you talking about, Sayori? You're really just going to make me say it, aren't you, Jidge 2? I suppose I have... Jidge 2. I suppose I have no choice this time. The thing is, I've had really bad depression my whole life. Did you know that? Why do you think I'm late to school every day? Because most days I can't even find a reason to get out of bed. What reason is there to do anything when I fully know how worthless I am? Why go to school? Why eat? Why make friends? Why make other people put their energy and care to waste by having them spend it on me? That's what it feels like. That's why I just want to make everyone happy, without anyone worrying about me. Ellipses. I'm in shock. I can't even figure out how to respond. How is it even possible that Sayori kept this from me the entire time I've known her? Did she really want so badly for me to just not think about her? Why, Sayori? Why is it you've never told me about this before? It almost feels like I've been betrayed as your close friend, because if I knew, I would have done everything I could to support you. Even if there's only so much I could do, I would have tried a little bit harder to make every day a little better for you. It's why I'm your friend. All you had to do was tell me. You don't understand at all, Jidge 2. Why do you think I didn't tell you? Because if I told you, then you'd have to waste effort caring about me instead of doing important things. I don't want to be cared about. It's bittersweet when people try and care about me. It feels nice sometimes, but it also feels like a bat being swung against my head. And by bat, she means the animal. That's why I wanted so badly to make friends with everyone else. Or for you to do so. Helping everyone be happy together is the best thing for me. But then I discovered something else too. Seeing you make friends and getting closer with everyone in the club, it feels like a spear going through my heart. So that's why I decided that the world just wants to torture me. Every path leads to nothing but hurt. You're right that I don't understand. I don't understand your feelings at all, Sayori. But I don't need to understand. Whatever it takes for me to help you to stop hurting. That's what I'll do. No, Jidge 2. There's nothing at all. The only thing that could have helped us is if everything could be like it always was. But I was selfish. I finally showed you what a horrible person I am. Tears streak down Sayori's face. I made you join the literature club because I was selfish, and I was punished by my hair hurting in a way I couldn't understand. And now you came here, and I made you hurt too. I'm just weak and selfish, and that's all I am. And that's why I'm going to accept these punishments. because I deserve every last one. Without thinking, once again, I grab Sayori's shoulders. This time I pull her into a tight embrace. Judge too. Sayori, I don't care if you feel selfish. I'm really happy that you convinced me to join the club. Seeing you every day makes it worthwhile enough, and if I make friends with everyone else, then that's just a bonus. But please, never underestimate how much I care about you. I wouldn't have it any other way. Judge too. Sayori isn't hugging me back. Despite my arms being wrapped around her, hers remain at her sides. She starts sobbing next to my ear. No, don't do this to me. Please don't do this. Judge too. Sayori barely managed to squeak beak between her sobs. I don't know if I'm doing the right thing, but all I want is for her to know that I care. If you have it in you to call yourself selfish, then you have to let me be selfish too. No matter what it takes, I'll figure out what needs to change. I'll make these feelings go away. If there's anything else you need me to do, then you better tell me. I'll get mad if you don't. Ellipses. I don't know. Gently, Sayori puts her arms around me in return. I don't know anything. It's all really scary. I don't understand any of my feelings, Judge too. The only time I'm not feeling nothing is when I'm feeling pain. But your hugs are so warm, and that's really scary too. Sayori lets me go. As she does, I let her go as well. The festival is tomorrow. Yeah. It's gonna be fun, right? Yeah. How would you like for me to spend it all with you? It's what I want. I promise. I think that would be nice, then. Yeah. Sayori wipes her eyes. If I could spend the whole day here, I would. Of all the days, this has to be the one where I have other plans. Maybe I should cancel. No, don't. Please don't. If you did that, then I really wouldn't forgive you. But it's always time for Yuri to meet me in my house. At the very least, do you want to come along and help out? It'd be fun. To my surprise, Sayori shakes her head. I'm sorry. I don't know if that'd be very good for me today. You understand, right? It's kind of hard for me to fully understand, but I'm trying my hardest. It's okay. Don't worry too much about it. I'll see you tomorrow, okay? Alright. I look forward to it. Save. Boom boom. I say goodbye to Sayori and exit her house. On the way home, I find myself feeling uneasy. But it's hard for me to keep thinking about it when Yuri is about to come over, too. I think Sayori is right. I shouldn't be worrying too much. We're definitely going to have a great time tomorrow. I should focus on what's ahead of me. Dumbass. As I approach my house, I see something that makes me feel a moment of panic. Yuri? Ah, thank goodness. You're a little early. I'm sorry I wasn't home yet. Were you waiting for a long time? No, I just got here, but I started to get really nervous when no one answered the doorbell. You always could have texted me. If I'd have known, I would have reassured you and hurried more on my way home. Even though I was literally just next door. I suppose that's true. I didn't think of that, for some reason. It should be common sense to do that, but I decided to ignore it. Anyway, let's go inside. I see you brought a lot of stuff with you. That's right. Did you manage to find everything I asked you to buy as well? Yeah, pretty much. At least I hope I got everything right. I'm sure it'll be fine. I take Yuri to my room. The first thing she does is glance around curiously, which makes me feel anxious. It's so clean. I cleaned it before you came over, so that's very considerate of you to do. No. I'd be really embarrassed for my room to be a mess whilst you were here. Well, I do enjoy cleaning. I would have gladly helped you clean. That would be even more embarrassing. Wait, don't look in there. I snatch Yuri's wrist, which is in the process of opening a desk drawer of mine. I'm sorry. I wasn't thinking for some reason. I was just spacing out. It's fine. I let go of Yuri's wrist. She puts both of her hands firmly in her lap as if making sure she's keeping track of them. Wonder what's in that drawer. So, should we get started? Yes. I have a few things planned that I can help you with, that you can help with, decorations and other atmospheric enhancements. Atmospheric enhancements, you know, mood lighting, aromatherapy candles. Oh, wow, I didn't know you planned on taking it that far. Of course, I want to help take our guests to a faraway place, although many will stop by just out of curiosity, and for cupcakes, I guess. I'm determined to provide an experience that will leave them wanting more. I'm getting a phone call. Screw it. That's great. It's easy to forget that you're a pretty intense person. Intense. I guess that's the best way to put it. Is that a bad thing? No, not at all. It's just something I like about you, actually. Is that so? That makes me feel relieved. I'm kind of happy. Yeah, no need to be so anxious. You can relax a little. Relax. I brought some things for relaxation. I was going to use them during the poetry event. Oh yeah? Like what? Let's see. Rummages through a bag, pulls out a few candles and a wooden cylinder-shaped object. I did some shopping on the way here to have these in my bag. I plan to cover the windows with black paper and use the candles to light the room. I think that would be amazing, don't you? Yeah, that'd be neat. What's that wooden thing, though? Oh, this is a diffuser for essential oils. How familiar are you with it for aromatherapy? Not familiar at all. Ah, is that so? Well, it's one of my favourite contributors to a positive atmosphere. Depending on the oils or herbs you choose, you can change the mood of the air itself. You can even feel it permeate throughout your body. Relaxation, positive energy, romance, reflection. It's almost like magic. Takes the cylinder and pushes a switch on the bottom. In just a moment, a thin ray of vapour begins to spout through a small hole on the top. Wow, that smells wonderful. What kind of mood is this one for? This is a jasmine essential oil. It smells like sweet and flowery, doesn't it? Yeah, that's a good way to describe it. I chose jasmine for the event because it provides more relaxation. Jasmine enhances your emotions and helps you feel them flow through your body. You'll feel warmer and your heart pounds more heavily. Don't you think it'd be perfect for sharing our emotions? It does sound suitable, but you seem to know a lot about this, so I'll trust your opinion with anything. Yuri smiles gently, clearly enjoying herself. She again reaches into her bag, pulls out several spools of ribbon. What are those for? Well, did you purchase the origami paper I asked you to? Yeah, I have it over here. We won't be using paper for folding origami. What I'd like to do is write different words on each piece of paper. We'll need hundreds of them. Oh yeah? What will those be used for? Well, I'm going to cut pieces of ribbon to hang from the doorway of the classroom, and then we can fasten the paper to the ribbons to create a doorway curtain. Wouldn't that be beautiful? It would also catch the eye of those passing the room. It may attract some to peek inside. That's really creative. I had no idea you'd be so good at this, Yuri. Is that so? Well, I suppose I get a little intense, as you'd put it. Yuri giggles with red cheeks. Is it just me, or is she more relaxed when it's just the two of us? Or maybe it's the excitement she feels from sharing something that she enjoys. Here's a marker. Judge 2. You can write any characters you want. I'll help you once I finish cutting the ribbons. Alright. Sitting on the floor together, the two of us get to work. I carefully draw the characters on each paper, doing my best to manage my bad handwriting. Yuri unravels a long strand of red ribbon to her desired length. Then she reaches into a bag and pulls out a pocket knife. The knife is strangely beautiful, has a silver handle with an intricate pattern of waves etched into it. The blade itself is tinted blue. That's no ordinary pocket knife. It looks really fancy. Well, embarrassed, Yuri looks away. What is it? You're going to think it's weird. Yuri, whatever it is, I have no reason to judge. To each their own, you know? If you promise you won't be weirded out. Yeah, I promise. Alright. The thing is, I'm kind of into knives. They're just so pretty. I can't help it. I don't know what it is. A combination of craftsmanship, the feel of danger, maybe. What am I saying? Please don't think I'm weird for this. You're laughing at me? No, I'm not laughing at you. It's just funny how nervous you got about the sharing. It's, well, an interesting thing to be into, I guess. But I think it kind of suits you. Suits me? Yeah, it's kind of intense. Besides, it's a really cool looking knife, I can't deny that. It is, isn't it? Yuri relaxes her expression once again. Would you like to hold it? Sure, I'll check it out. Yuri carefully hands me the knife, handle facing me. I take it and turn it around in my hands. It feels heavy and extremely solid. Where'd you even get a knife like this? Curious of its sharpness, I point the knife towards my index finger. Ow! Jidge 2, why did you do that? I didn't expect it to be that sharp. I barely touched it at all. Is it my fault? I should have warned you. This knife is extremely sharp. It can cut through skin like it's paper. Oh no. A small drop of blood trickles down the side of my finger. Yuri takes my hand and gives the wound a closer look. She stares at it and noticeably fidgets. If you scream, I shall go wash it off now. Without warning, Yuri puts my finger into her mouth and licks the wound. I can feel her tongue curl around my finger. Startled, I instinctively pull my hand back. Oh, please forgive me. I wasn't thinking. Yuri lowers her head, her face burning. Yuri? That's the most embarrassing thing I've ever done. How could I do something like that? I'm sorry. It was a little weird and it took me by surprise, but I guess she was just trying to help, right? Yuri, I think you're overreacting a little. She doesn't lift her head. What if she doesn't recover from this for the rest of the afternoon? Alright, you know what? This might be a stupid thing to do, but I do it anyway. I take Yuri's hand and lick her index finger in return. Jich2! Did you really just do that? Now we're even. Ellipses. Yuri just looks at me, like I did something wrong. I knew that would be a bad idea. Yes, if not for the sweet aroma of the jasmine oil, the air would be extremely heavy right now. You're so weird, Jich2. Yuri giggles shyly. Huh? Yuri calling me weird? I have no response to that. Where do you keep your bandages? I don't think I need one actually. It's just a tiny cut. Look, I already stopped bleeding. I see. That's relieving. The tension is quickly lifted. We each resume our respective activities. I watch Yuri's knife cut through the ribbon like it's nothing but air. Meanwhile, I continue to make progress on the paper. After we finish attaching the paper to the ribbons, we lay them all out side by side. It looks better than I expected, and will be very effective as a door curtain. It looks great. It looks great. Good thinking coming up with this, Yuri. Thanks. It's just something I saw online, really. Are you ready to move on to the next task? Yeah, let's do it. What do you have in mind? I'd like to create a banner. That's why I asked you to buy the paint tablets. That's right. One of the items Yuri had asked me to buy for the kit was watercolor paint tablets. We'll need about 6 cups of water to put the tablets in, so if you don't mind fetching those for us. Of course not. 6 cups of water. I'll be right back in a minute. Thank you very much. Oh, just a little bit of water is okay. If you fill the cups too much, it'll be too diluted. Taking Yuri's advice, I decide to use small plastic bathroom cups, because I know what they are, rather than full-sized glasses. I put them on the plate to catch any paint that drips, and then bring it back into my room. Yuri? Yes? I come in to see Yuri quickly unrolling her sleeve, putting it back over her arm. Nothing. Your face is a little red. Is it too hot in here or anything? No, not at all. There's nothing wrong, so let's just mix the paint. Yuri hardly dismisses me and takes it upon herself to unwrap the tablets, dropping them into the cups. So, I thought we could do something simple that would look nice, like paint a gradient across the banner, starting with the colours of a sunrise, then daytime, then sunset, then nighttime. Once it dries, I'll write an inspirational quote across the banner. We can hang it across the wall behind the podium in front of the classroom. Neat. What are you going to write? Well, it'll be more fun to surprise you. Yuri smiles at me. If you say so. After rolling out the banner, Yuri and I kneel on opposite ends so we don't get in the way of each other. Yuri uses a brush and adds a few dots of different colours across the banner to serve as a colour guide when we paint. This kind of reminds me of elementary school. Painting on a banner with watercolour feels a lot like art class projects we had back then. It's relaxing. I'm sorry if this feels too childish. No, I didn't mean that at all. It's kind of fun, you know? Yeah, it is fun. I'm glad you feel that way too. Yuri stops painting for a moment, thinking to herself. For me, I don't need to go out and do crazy things to have fun. In fact, I usually don't even want to. I just like it when I can spend time with one other person, even if it's something simple like reading. It doesn't matter if we don't talk much. Just having a friend next to me makes things feel a little bit nicer. I think that's all it takes for me to be happy. Is that so? Even if Yuri and I are quite different, I can understand where she's coming from. I feel that way about things like anime and games, where simply sharing the experience with someone can make me happy. I think I feel the same way. Yuri smiles gently. I knew you'd understand. Leans over the banner to grab an unused paintbrush, but I move at the same time, causing my head to bump into hers. Kya! So sorry. Yuri reels back and I quickly lift my hands in surprise. Are you hurt? No, I'm not hurt. Just startled me, that's all. I should have asked you to get it for me. It's not your fault. Your face. There's something on my face? Yeah, I accidentally got paint on you. Sorry, it's totally my fault. I'll get a towel right away. I rush out and fetch a small towel and dampen it with hot water. I return to my room and kneel back down in front of her. And this, everybody, here, is where we're going to end this longer episode. Return! So, I'm not going to give you a time for this one, like for the next episode, but it will probably be the penultimate or tri-ultimate, if that's a word, episode of the series. So I hope you'll enjoy it, and until then, I'll catch you cats on the flip-flop. P.S. Yuri is best girl. If you disagree, I want to hear it. Bye.